What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Today's video I'm going to give you the top 6 mistakes or reasons that you are making and why you are not seeing results when it comes to your weight loss journey. And let me just preface that I have made all of these mistakes and it's okay, it's normal. The internet is filled with all of this false information and it's okay, it's frustrating, but I'm here to try to set the record straight for you and hopefully help you kickstart your weight loss journey. Alright, so the first mistake you are making is you are not eating enough food or calories. So many women come to me and they're eating about like 1,200 calories because that's what these apps are telling them to do, or what they see online is the key number to losing weight, and that is so wrong. So our bodies thrive off of food and we need to make sure we are fueling it properly. When you are eating at this 1,200 calorie marker, maybe it's lower, your body adapts, and then so your body's going to adapt about 1,200 calories. Your metabolism is going to be shot because you're under eating, and now your body is going to start storing some of that food as fat instead of energy because you're not feeding it enough for it to go about its day. And when you're at this lower calorie range and you still have your weight loss goals, you have no choice but to lower calories because you need to be in a deficit, but you are already in a deficit, and by lowering your calories even more, you are putting yourself at a big risk and a danger for under eating even more. So if you're currently eating a very low number of calories, kind of where the range I'm talking about, what you need to be doing is you need to increase your food intake, and you want to reverse diet. So slowly adding more foods into your diet. This way you can build up your metabolism, and you're not adding more food just to see progress. You might, because the more food your body might be able to let go of having to store onto food, thinking it's in starvation mode, and you might see more weight loss results, but really you want to optimize and build up your metabolism, stay there for a good amount of time to then come back and slowly lower your calories in a safe way so you can actually reach those weight loss goals of yours instead of lowering them at where you're currently at now. Do not lower them. If you are already at 1,200 or 1,000 calories, do not lower them anymore. The second mistake is that you are trying every new diet trend that surfaces the internet, whether it's keto, Atkins, paleo, no sugar, no fruit. I don't even know what other diets are there. I can't remember. But stop trying all these diets. I am a huge believer of balanced lifestyle, and I do not like diets. I hate the word diet. I believe they're restrictive because when you're on a diet, you are restricting yourself from the foods you love, and they're not sustainable. That's why you may have tried all of these diets because you don't enjoy them, they're not sustainable, and you end up falling off track because you miss the foods you love or you're severely under eating. You want to make sure you find a way of eating that fuels your body properly and that you are enjoying the foods you eat so you can stick to it. And that is why I teach my clients all about flexible dieting, because it allows them to understand what is in foods and how their foods are made up and what their bodies require, but it also allows them to have that balanced lifestyle where they can fit that cookie or that glass of wine in, whatever it may be, pizza, while still reaching their weight loss goals. You do not need to cut out carbs or cut your calories super low to see results. I promise you, and all of my clients, and myself included, are a testimony for that. So instead of trying all of these diets, you can get into flexible dieting or focus on the quality of foods that you are currently eating, making sure you're receiving your foods from whole nutritious sources. So veggies, fruits, whole grains, meats, and making sure you are eating enough and having a balanced variety of foods versus cutting out a whole macronutrient with just carbs, or not allowing yourself eat the cookie and then 2 or 3 weeks from now you end up binge eating a whole sleeve of cookies because you just restricted yourself so much. It's all about having a balance when it comes to these foods. The third mistake I see is that you are only tracking progress based on the scale. Let me just tell you right now, the scale should not depict your progress. First of all, one, muscle weighs more than fat. So if you are weight training or if you're in a workout routine and you're trying to lose weight but also tone up your body, that's great. The scale could not change whatsoever, and I've seen that in my own eyes and my clients' eyes, but their bodies have lost inches and their clothes are starting to fit loose. So instead of focusing on the number of the scale, don't let that number depict how your progress is or how you feel about yourself. instead of focusing on the number of the scale, try focusing on how do your clothes fit? How do you feel? How's your energy? Measurements and progress photos are key because you could be staying the same number on the scale, but your body could be losing inches, your clothes could be getting looser, and there's just so many more important aspects than the number on the scale. Also, how's your energy levels? How's your sleep? How's your appetite? So many different factors that attribute to making progress, not just the number on the scale. Or how's your strength at the gym? Those are all different progress variables that you want to focus on versus what a scale number is telling you, right? The fourth mistake I see by many women, as I was included, is you're not eating enough protein. So I don't want to go too into science terms right now, but your body has two different states. You have your catabolic state and your anabolic state. Catabolic is, say, when you wake up from sleeping. It's when your body is burning muscle and storing fat. And then you have your anabolic state, which is building muscle and burning fat, and you want that state. You want to be in that anabolic state. And in order to get from your catabolic to your anabolic, you need to make sure you're eating enough protein and eating it frequently. I always recommend eating protein in every single meal. Protein will help keep you full longer. So this means you'll feel satisfied after your meal, meaning you won't have those cravings or want to continue eating like a bag of chips after that. You'll feel good until your next meal. And so if you find yourself being maybe a little low on protein, start incorporating it in every single meal. That includes, your meats, your chicken, your turkey, your eggs, egg whites, tuna, salmon, cod, beans, Brussels sprouts, protein powders and protein bars. Those are all different sources of protein. So make sure you're eating enough throughout your day and every single meal. The fifth mistake I see is the all or nothing mentality. This used to be me. I would eat so good all day, and then I would get a craving at night because I was eating so clean, and then I would have chocolate, and then I was like, well, that just ruined my progress for the day, so I'm just gonna binge eat this ice cream and cookie, and because I failed. And sometimes I would let that linger on to the next day, the next week, and that's kind of how my weight gain, binge eating, under eating cycle kind of came into place. It's not about categorizing foods as good or bad. Food isn't good or bad. It's all the same thing. It's all energy. It's all calories. It's just learning how to have a balance. I preach to my girls everything in moderation. If you had a chocolate bar, okay, that's fine. Chocolate isn't bad, just you can't be having chocolate every single meal, every single day. It's all about moderation. So it's all about moderation, and it's all about how you approach when you feel that you maybe fell off track a little bit. Just getting back on track, going back to your whole nutritious meals, fueling your body with nutrient-dense foods versus allowing yourself to cycle into a binge and saying, screw it, I had the candy bar, I'm just going to, feel like a failure all day. No, you aren't a failure. You allowed yourself to have the candy bar. Now go on to your next meal or the next day and have those whole nutritious meals. Remember, it's all balance, all about moderation. And the sixth mistake I see is that you are not following a plan, especially when it comes to the gym. You can go to the gym and do the same workouts every day or a different workout every day, and if you aren't following a plan designated for your goals, you aren't going to see results, especially if you aren't having your nutrition in check. So my tip is go into the gym with a plan. Go in to each workout with intention to lift heavier than you did the last week and to push yourself every single week to make sure you are progressing at the gym, because your body adapts. So if you've been squatting 50 pounds for the last year, your body is so used to it and you're not going to progress. You want to make sure you're pushing yourself, you're increasing that weight, and you're going in and following a plan made for your goals. If you do have any questions or need any coaching advice or help, I am here. I do one-on-one custom coaching. I'll put a link here in the description box below for you to apply for my coaching, and we can hop on a call and chat to see how we can get you on a plan and get you to reaching your results. But I hope those tips help. Make sure you are eating enough calorie, getting those whole nutritious foods, ditch the number on the scale mentality, ditch that all or nothing mentality, and start following a plan. If you enjoyed this video, please press that like button and subscribe for future videos to come. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much, and until the next one, bye.